Oh, hello! Oh my God, Hugo!
Yeah,
Hello!
hello.
Better known as Frogs. It's so good
Hello.
to see you.
Good.
Oh my goodness, we're having lobby issues. But hello!
Hey.
It's so good to see you. So we've got another TVZ.
Yep.
Wait, is this the first one on stream? I'm sure
I'm
there's
not
been others.
sure.
I'm not
but
sure.
there aren't many Terrans, so it could be.
There
Yeah,
could
I
be,
don't. I
could
don't
be.
know what games
But
have been streamed.
we've
Actually.
introduced you, Hugo. I'm going to
Hello.
refer to you as Hugo. I'm Volticus. What are you going
Well,
to
I
refer
should. Yeah. How should I refer to you?
You could call me Volt, probably.
Volt, okay.
Everyone knows me as Volt. First name's James, but you know, you can find that stuff on Wikipedia. But anyway, we are here to give Razor versus Figaro.
Raza versus Figaro. He's changed his name.
Oh, it's Raza.
Yeah, Raza.
See,
Sorry,
every
Raza.
time I stick the caster headset on, I go back into old days of Razor But it's Raza. It's Raza versus Figaro, or Yasha, or Figaro.
Fignition.
Fignition.
I remember.
Oh
he used
my
to be
God,
Fignition.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Fignition, yes.
And he was at uni.
So we're just waiting on Figaro to jump in our lobby. But first we're going to have Berlingrad.
Yep.
So the map order is going to be Berlingrad, Hardwire, and then 2,000 atmospheres.
How do you feel about Berlingrad in this matchup?
I quite like. It's a very compact map. It's very.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish we could show it on screen right now with a beautiful overlay or something, but instead we're just going to have to visualize it.
Yeah.
Visualize.
Hopefully our
Hugo.
viewers know what Berlingrad looks
Literally.
like.
I hope so. I hope.
Yeah.
I don't because I've not played in about 6 months. But that aside, I can visualize it. I can visualize.
Okay.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's there for you.
Oh, it's there for me, yeah.
Just
You're a
not
long
for
way
the
away.
viewers.
Because I've got the computer, you've got the second monitor, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just going to have streaming stuff on it, but I've got the important stuff. I could turn the monitor away from you and solo
We'll have
cast
to
this.
cast
but-
blind, yeah.
So we're still waiting on... Figaro. Don't know where he's gone. I assume they vetoed, they've got the map order, and then all of a sudden it's gone missing. Well,
Maybe foul play.
maybe foul player hand. Maybe he's running off to get a kebab or something. He needs
It
to
could be,
warm
yeah.
himself up. Because, you know, Kettering is famous for its nightlife. Bit kebab,
Indeed.
bit of abacus.
I've never been to Abacus, actually.
Have you been into Kettering town? Properly?
During the day, just for like a meal or something.
But not when the sun goes
yeah,
down. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's just full of vampires, you know.
I
It's,
see.
it's Northamptonshire. Anything could happen. We're still waiting on Figaro. He's been lost to the vampires of
Yeah.
Northamptonshire. I don't know where he's off to, you know. Oh, but how do you... so, Epic Land, this is
Okay.
your, like, third
Third,
Epic Land?
third,
Went to
fourth?
the
Could be fourth. It could be
Could be
fourth.
fourth.
Could be third. I can't remember.
Yeah. So you went to this one, last
Yeah.
one, and then... Was it
I went to an
November-
offline one like pre-COVID.
pre-COVID? That would have
Yeah.
been it. Yeah.
so
Like
this
November
must be my
29th.
fourth, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this is my like between 11 and 15th. It's somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah, a little while,
Been
a
here
little
few
while.
times then.
Once or twice,
Yeah,
once or
yeah.
twice. Yeah, the time flies when you're here. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
If anyone is ever thinking of coming to Epic Land and you're anywhere near the UK, definitely recommend
Yeah,
that.
it's the event to come to in the UK.
It's so cozy. You get to know everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's really positive, which is surprising for saying Starcraft players. There's a lot of table smashing, especially
Yeah.
with like TVP or PVZ
Yeah,
or ZVT.
I've been on the receiving end of a table smash after a series before, but
Oh, yeah.
it's not it's not common.
But hold on, was that Fizzy earlier?
No, that was not fizzy.
I was playing
I
a
don't
game.
want to say who it was because it's the
Of course,
well,
no name dropping. But I was playing a game. I was playing a game, and it comes down next to me, and I'm like, the guy's got a huge PC as it is, taking up
Yeah,
half the table with his monitor. And all of a sudden, it's like the whole table vibrates. And I'm like, I don't need this right now. Normally, I'm the one to do that, especially versus his DT-filled Protoss as a Terran. That's awful to
Yeah.
play against.
I've seen you get pretty emotional today. You've been on fire, and you had a
Yeah.
good set against.
Yeah,
Orton,
no,
I think.
I proper
A
popped
big
off.
celebration.
Big celebration. Normally saw negativity out of me when it comes to Starcraft, but I've taken the time away. I did exams and stuff, and I've come back with a whole better attitude. It's great.
Oh, nice.
It's really nice. It's really nice to have a new attitude to Starcraft and just.
Mhm.
I can start to see my mistakes and how to improve a
I
lot
see, I see.
cleaner. It's a shame I can't now go away from LAN and know where to improve now because I've not got a PC.
Oh
I've been struck by
Oh
Zeus.
wait, I think Figaro's joined the lobby.
Yeah, he's ready.
Are we ready? Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
should
I'll
probably get going.
See, I can't type. It's a new keyboard. I keep pressing M instead of N. Slow typing. But yeah, we'll wait for Figaro. But
Okay.
so we'll talk about the maps again. So we got Berlingrad.
Stalingrad. So
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I generally find this map pretty Terran favored. It's a short match, but rush distance, so it means you can get tanks across pretty quickly, put pressure on the fourth nice and early, and then snowball it from there.
Yeah, there's some really nice tank spots on Berlingrad. I don't know whether Raza favors tanks too much at the moment,
Okay.
but he definitely likes his mines a lot more at the moment.
I see.
We have now jumped into game, so I think we'll save any further ado and jump into game. So then, spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner. Let me see if I can... Ooh, it's middle mouse button to scroll around this time. So, spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of Berlingrad, we have, representing Genesis, he is Raza. Ooh, the mouse moves don't know. Why can't I zoom out again? Oh, got it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Here we go.
I'm gonna. We got it. All right then.
Okay, off to the top left. In the top left corner, the purple Zerg, we have Figaro. Figaro, yeah, we'll call it Figaro. Yasha.
Yasha, there we are. And Yasha tends to be going, well, this is a 16 pool, right?
Oh, yeah, it must be, yeah.
Yeah, 16 pool. Interesting. Tell me about 16 pool.
It's not something I do very often in this matchup.
Seriously, because we just saw, was it streamed? You versus, no, you versus Roscoe was not streamed.
I don't think so, no.
No. But you tend to go for a lot of early pool stuff.
I do. But in this matchup, I think you want the gas nice and early. Just because a lot of the early pool stuff involves roaches. But you know, so there are builds that you go pool and then hatch, or gas and then hatch, and then put on a bit of more pressure later on with the roaches. But could be one of those.
You think it might be roaches? Is that what your money's on, or?
I mean, we've got a few lings going across the map right now, so this could hopefully get some damage done on the SCV building the command center. Though there's an SCV scout from Raza here, so he'll see the lings coming, so he'll know to leave the Reaper behind.
You know, thinking that this is like a communal cast in place, you'd have thought they'd have kept the casting hotkeys like constant. And pressing all the hotkeys, oh, it's following all of a sudden. I don't know what I did, but it's following. Oh no, I missed the Reaper. There we are. Yeah. Oh, they've got it cast to like one of the mouse buttons. I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft or something, you know, with the mouse buttons.
Yeah. Well, let's watch the Reaper. He's going to be fighting the lings. Oh. Well, it defends both sides. So it doesn't look like the lings can sneak past and get the drone.
Yeah, no.
SCV, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's no getting past Raza here, really. He knows what's up. He got in with the SCV scout. He saw the delayed hatchery. And, I mean, now he knows there's no threat because he's going to have his 2 Marines back at home. And they, with sufficient micro, they can deal with like 5 or 6 lings quite nicely. Especially with a couple SCVs pulled. It's amazing what you can actually do with this many Marines, to be honest.
But it's important he gets the follow-up scout with the Reaper to make sure there's no roach for him.
Absolutely. So what does Raza see at the moment? He just sees the hatchery. Oh, he sees nothing. He sees absolutely nothing. So do you think it was just an instinct call then to keep the Reaper at home?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's because it looks like he's just macroing from here. Though there's no third coming. Oh, there we go. There's the drone sneaking out to get the third. I guess he's banking on the Reaper being more interested to know what's in the main than denying a third.
So he sees the gas. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, not sure what 2 out of 3 means. Overlord speed? Seems a bit strange to go Overlord speed out of a pool first, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Figaro's a lot better than me.
Yeah, boy, Figaro is like 5'9", 5'8" at the moment. 5,800k, so like pretty good GM, solid top 100 GM.
Yeah.
Which is quite surprising.
Ah, it's a lair.
It is straight into lair versus Cloaked Banshees. So, yeah, it's quite surprising that Figaro is constantly in this like top 5'8", near 6k, for saying he doesn't really play that often. You know,
No.
He'll prepare for LAN, he'll come to LAN, and he'll smash people.
And you'll drone rush people.
Yeah, literally. That's what he does. He'll, like a couple of days before LAN, he'll go home and he'll drone rush. It's weird. It's really weird. It'll be like GMs and stuff. It's like you're watching Hearthstone beating GMs with stupid stuff series. It's crazy.
He's a very talented person.
Very talented. Very intelligent.
So he's keeping these units at home quite well. So Raza still has very little information. Definitely doesn't know the lair is up.
There's a lot of lings coming out.
There's a Baneling nest coming as well.
What does... Ooh. So Figaro doesn't see anything that's in the main, so definitely has no idea there's going to be Cloaked Banshees on the way. And... Ooh!
Oh. Sneaks through. Get some damage on the Marines.
I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of these mouse buttons. Honestly, my hands are so big, they're like clicking them all the time by mistake, and I'm just following things I really don't want to be following.
As a Spire. It's quite an early Spire.
Yeah. And he's got his spore crawlers down. He's ready for anything, really. And no drones on the third
we see no
base.
drones on the third.
So this is going to be like 2 base Spire? Pretty much 2 base Muta?
Pretty much. So
Or
I guess,
gas. Yeah.
We got the third, but we're pretty much going 2 base Muta.
Ooh!
One more shot.
Literally 5 HP. That is one shot away.
Did he see the Spire?
That is a very good question. No, he did not.
He saw the lair, but I mean, at this point, you know, if it's a slightly early there, it might be done.
Yeah, and he's only
Anyway.
got one. Yeah, he's going to get 1 engineering bay. This is interesting. You think it's going to be some kind of 2.5 base all in, or is just going to go one after the other?
Well, like, it could be some kind of like big Muta swell into like a Ling Bane Bust
It could
with
potentially
Baneling
be.
speed.
I could definitely believe that, but Raza's just keeping his options open here. He's rotating around with his Hellions constantly, trying to clear some creep. Don't think he's going to scan. Will he scan? No, he's just going to have a poke. Sees the Baneling speed on the way.
Yeah.
And he did see the lair before.
Yeah. So the Baneling speed being on the way off that lair is very normal. Shouldn't ring any alarm bells yet.
Not yet, but 7 mutas in the production tab here. Double Evo down. This is a lot of gas investment out of everything.
Double Evo is very strange.
Very strange. Like, he's never going to have enough gas for this. He's going to have to sacrifice, right? And he's finally getting his third base saturated, but no extra gases, so he's not going to commit to it.
I don't think it's going to be a lot if he's gone double Evo.
I somehow doubt it, but maybe the double Evo was to throw the scent off, potentially?
But then why hide it so far back?
Maybe so it's not so obvious, but
maybe,
you know, he's building melee out of it, so it's like not some kind of weird double bluff.
So melee instead of Carapace is uncommon.
It is uncommon, but I don't really see a problem with
Carapace. Maybe he just didn't have enough money for Carapace and thought, I'll just get melee.
Yeah, so Muta's going to fly right past the Banshees as they clear it quite. We're going to 3 drones.
Okay, so we show the Mutas. We kill the Banshees, and then we run across the map. What do we do with them? What can we get done?
Very good point, but I'm surprised the Flow Overseer. I think this is a good reaction. Just immediate Thors is always sound, rather than trying to have to build up very slowly your mine count. When you don't have tunneling claws, it's really hard to do anything with mines. They're just going to get picked off constantly.
Yeah.
But +1 finish now for Raz's Marines, and he's got his Marines in position for these Mutas, and I doubt they're going to do anything. Like, Razad is solid enough, but really what's going to break him is potentially these Ling run-bys. The Mutas bring him out of position, and then the Lings run in. Like, we've got nothing at the front door here. This would be catastrophic if the Lings ran in now, because it's just been pulled apart here. Nice pick-offs there. With the faster regen of Mutalith, like, you can go in and poke off and kill a Marine.
It's all very scary, though. My Muta control is not the best in the world.
Well, we got it in the hands of Figaro, who's actually playing very conservatively.
Indeed.
He's slow on his saturation of his 4th base. You know, he's actually down in workers here, which is actually considerably surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, but the creep thread is very good. So he's not going to die anytime soon. So he does have the time to kind of build up his workers, get to that high worker count, and then start applying some more pressure once he's got that ideal worker count.
But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Raza starts to move out. Once he tries to land this 4th base, like, he's going to try and win this series.
Not something, but
oh, no,
it's okay. I guess, I think, sorry.
Yeah, no. I think once he's trying to land his 4th base, he'll probably push out, because he's going to have 2 or 3 Thors by then, and he's going to start going to mine production, because has he got his 2nd factory up yet? We've seen a 2nd factory? Yeah, we've got a 2nd factory.
Where is it?
I can't click with this overlay. Oh, this overlay is... There it is, in the natural. Well, it is Raza. It's always going to be the natural, but... Yeah,
this creep spread is very, very good. We're already over halfway across the map. It's a very small map.
That's a really good scan. Seeing the infestation pit timing, that's really nice. So he knows that he's got a couple minutes before Hive's going to be even done, and he can start to think, is there time to push out? He probably doesn't want to push out unless he knows there's going to be a commitment into Hive, because that is an expensive building to get.
So what do you think Raza's response would be to seeing the
This
infestation pit at this point?
I think he's happy because he's going to stay on this mid-game army. You can see he's not really going to tech up. He's not thinking of getting ghosts yet. He's just going to get his 2-2 and he's going to be very happy because with the later hive, we're going to see less. Well, we're going to see more mid-game units. We're going to see more Ling Bane. We're going to see more Mutas, potentially Hydras, but I doubt it with melee and Carapace only.
But so this is a crucial moment here with Raza trying to take his 4th. Figaro building a big swell of units. He's pushed his creep up all the way on the other side, so Raza really only has this option to take as his 4th.
I like this pre-split he's done here. He's really
this is very defensive.
Very defensive. Like he's even got his depot wall up and a whole opening there just for Banelings to run in and kill his entire mineral line. Gotta love it.
Do you think that's surprising for someone who knows there's a hive on the way, having scouted the infestation pit?
What? Just this holding back?
Taking a very defensive position.
This is totally fine because even if he was to try and push in, he's really going to struggle because he's not got all the tools he needs. He could push out with 2-2 now. He's done. But it's going to be risky. He's got 2 mines here. He's got 3 Thors. And it's mostly just Marines here. It's not going to do very well with just pure Ling Bane. But, of course, we'll have to see. We've got the Master in action here. We'll have to see what happens. And, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a run-by going on here. This is a huge run-by. Nice early cancel there, but that's a lot of Lings there.
Yeah, that's pulling the army back, actually.
Yeah, Raza's pulling all the way back. There's so many Lings, but no SCVs going down. Very surprising.
Yeah. But pulling the army back is a big win for Figaro, I think. His hive is now done.
Ooh, that's a lot of Banelings going down to 1 tank, though. Thor's killing a lot there. This is actually really nice for Raza, though. Just little pick-offs, killing off Banelings, because they're a lot more expensive than you think. 50, 25, and losing about 10, 20 of them. It's so much, and all of a sudden starts to eat into your bank, and, you know, Figaro's got a really healthy mineral bank, but gas could definitely be better if he's thinking about going to those hive units. So, like, Ultralists, Infestors, Vipers. He really needs to start saving up that gas.
He's not started any hive tech yet. His hive has been done for a while now.
No, oh my god, no micro out of Raza here. Oh, but the Thor's in the way. This has actually turned out to be really nice for Raza. Out of nowhere, that just turned out to be a really nice fight, just because the chunky-ass Thors.
And this choke is horrific.
Oh god, yeah. But that was not the fight Raza wanted. He wanted a decisive fight where he could have split, but moving on.
Is the Ultra's Cavern?
Yeah, Ultra's a bit of a surprising off-meta choice here, I think.
You think? I think out of a mute play, Ultras are very natural to play.
You think?
Yeah, because going Broodlords too early is very risky because they're very immobile. So at this stage of the game where you still have quite a lot of the map to defend, Broodlords is not a very good option. Obviously, Lurkers require you to go for Hydras first, which is going to take time.
So another run by here.
Yeah, this is a huge run by. 14 SCVs going down.
I'm pulling the army back again. No, Raza's not been feeling very well all day, and this is unfortunate.
He's just been on the back foot the whole game.
He has been.
Like.
This is not the Raza we know, not the Raza we love. This is really a struggling Raza.
It really started from the initial opening from Figaro 16 pull, forces Raza to keep his scouting units at home, can't get any info.
Generally,
this
is really nice catch. There's no Banelings there, and the mouse again. Oh, but I think Figaro's actually going to win out in the end here, maybe? God. No, the Thors are too strong, but Medevac's too strong.
But I mean, he just wants to, trade out supply so he can build 5 Ultras here, so...
Genuinely, but there's no bank there.
Figaro.
66 Lings on the way. 66 Lings! What is that about?
66 Lings, 5 Ultras, all these Mutas. Oh, they get the Widowmine before it shoots.
Oh, but the Thor's doing nice damage here, and
but again, just keeping Raza back.
Yeah.
Buying time for these Ultras to come out.
And I was about to comment on Figaro's bank being completely drained here, but, he's back to 200 supply, and he's already building up that bank again. He's built 30 Banelings, that's so many Banelings, and he's still got a decent bank here. With grand in minerals, 250 gas, that's quite nice. That's a good Ultra or two there that you can just build out of nowhere, but... Figaro, moving across the
Raza has been able to secure a 5th. That's pretty strong. Like once Terran gets his 5th base, it becomes very difficult to deal with.
It is.
Gives the Terran a lot more freedom to build those high-tech units like Ghosts, Liberators. Very difficult to deal with.
Oh, no stim though. There's no stim on this bio. He really needs to stim. I'm not liking this for Raza at all. It's being pulled apart here.
Yeah, and you know, the supply kind of tells it all, really. 200 to 120.
Honestly. I was talking to Raza earlier, and it didn't sound like he was very confident. You know, just before this series, he had a nap. You know, he's not been feeling well all this weekend. And this just really shows it. And it's such a shame, to be honest, because we know he can do better, but it's so sad to see, to be honest. But I'm hoping he bring it back into game 2. This is a best of 3, which I should really display on the screen, but all these mutas, there we are, there's the G, the GG,
yep.
the G and the GG.
The triple G, very mana.
The triple G, oh my goodness, and back onto us.
Back onto us.
The true faces of UK Starcraft right here. Oh my goodness, but that was as disappointing as it was for Raza. It was
a very strong game for Yasha. I was very impressed.
Yeah, absolutely. I was impressed as well. You know, the muta play was solid. He got the damage he wanted to, and the mutas provided value the entire game.
Yeah, they didn't provide immediate value when he went in with them, but over the course of the game, they more than paid for themselves.
Yeah, and we're about to jump into game number 2 here, onto Hardwire.
Hardwire. How do you feel about Hardwire?
It's actually one of my favorite maps. I really like the rocks in the center. It gives like a split sort of path to go down. It makes rotating around quite fun. But also the center bases that are on the cliffs they're also in a
they're very difficult to hold as well, I find.
Very much so. But for a Terran, it's quite nice to have that forward position.
Yeah, of course.
Where like we saw for Raza last game that he struggled with because his base was so far apart. He died to run-bys. He struggled going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. But hopefully this map will be better for him. And I see a lot of mech players, but we are now loaded into screen. Yeah, some mech game plays on this, but we are now into game, so we'll waste no further time in introducing our players. So spawning down in the bottom left-hand side, I nearly said right. Ooh, bottom left this side, as our red Terran representing Genesis. He is Raza.
And in the top right, the purple Zerg, Figaro, representing TSI still. Right?
Yeah, it is TSI, yeah. Old clan, old clan.
Used to be ICL like me. I think I've seen him rep the ICL tag before, but sadly has moved on to TSI.
Wait, did Yasha go to ICL?
Yeah, so he went to Imperial College, yeah.
Oh, damn. What did he study?
I don't know. I believe it's computer science, but I'm not sure.
It's a lot of computer science graduates around here. Like, Zane's a computer science graduate. Raza's Imperial College, but he did mechanical.
He did mechanical,
yeah. I mean, some very, very intelligent people. I mean, that's kind of how they get here, isn't it? To this sort of level. They're very intelligent. They're very analytical people. They'll constantly look to how to improve their game. And you can see it constantly. Figaro is a very cognitive, thinking player all the time. Well, you might not see it because, you know, Zerg is just spamming the keys, you know. But, you know, he does think about a lot what he does. He thinks about the stages he needs to take. The things he does aren't necessarily always random. For example, the pull first last game, that definitely would have been thought out to the way that the pros
he's doing it again this game.
Oh, did he go to Sequel again?
So this time he's left 2 Lings behind, perhaps to try and deny a scout, which suggests maybe there's a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren coming up.
Could be. He definitely sees the delayed...
Okay, here we go. Here's the scouting denial.
Yeah. And the
Reaper's
just going to start him.
And then we've got... Okay, well, we've got the minerals for tech, but we're not getting it. So I guess we're just going macro again.
Yeah, I think he's sowing the seeds of doubt.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Ooh, Reaper moving out away from these Lings down here. There's 2 following, but the other 4 Lings are going to get by.
They are.
This is actually really bad.
If they can get that SUV, this is big.
This is really big. There's only 1 Marine down here. 1 Marine can't really deal with this. Oh, and Raza pulls away.
Pulls away.
This is what he needs to do. He needs to micro this Marine, micro his SUVs. He cannot lose this Marine, whatever he does. There's some very nice micro coming out of there. Kills all of the Lings without losing a single unit. Just delays his command center, though. And that's the main idea of those 4 Lings.
Indeed.
Just delay that command center, put them on edge. And did Raza go in with his Reaper?
He did not. He had to bring it back.
Yeah.
Well, he chose to bring it back. I guess he wasn't confident at the...
Yeah, and we are going to see him coming in now. And he sees the 2 Queens. So he knows 150 minerals hasn't been spent on a Roach Warren. Because nobody's...
the 3rd as well?
Yes, that is pretty big. So we're going to have pretty much the exact same game plan out of Yasha, Figaro.
I think Yasha's pulled off gas this time. Oh no, never mind. No,
Full
he
on
hasn't.
gas.
He's full on
It's
gas.
actually one more.
So he must have just put on gas now because he's not going to mind very much.
No, he got his
Yeah,
100 gas for his bloody mouse. I do not like this mouse. He's got his.
I mean, he's put back on gas, but I don't expect another lair early there this time. Yeah, no, I think this is normally timed kind of gas.
So Risky in chat saying Yash is his favourite to win the LAN. Do you think? Because we've also got Zane
He
and...
did say that given sort of current MMRs, he should probably have been the first seed. I did hear him say that.
Genuinely. Yash does tend to say things like that, very overconfident things sometimes. You know, there's nothing wrong with being confident, but maybe... I feel that Zane will give him a good chance, but I think Yasha could definitely beat Zane. I think it's quite an even match there.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Yasha beat Zane before.
Yeah, if not even Yasha
very good
favoured.
games. Very good games.
But Raza's normally the favourite, but in this condition, I think Risky might be right. He's been in the community long enough to know who's heads and tails.
Absolutely.
He knows his Yashas from his Razas.
Just from looking at the last game, Yasha's playing very, very well.
Very well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2. I'd be very disappointed. And, you know, Raza will still make it out of the group, but it won't be in the top position he wants. So, Hellions coming back in. No creep denial or anything, just scouting round. I'm surprised it doesn't scan. Like, maybe it's just me being wasteful of my minerals and everything and just scan.
I think if the queens are there, it's, you know, they just plop a tumor down immediately.
Yeah.
You swap to scan for a tumor. That's not really a good deal for you, really, is it?
No, he's going to get 3 drones. I think he's going to get every single one of those drones.
That's a Spire going down now.
Very good spot.
Spire.
And a Baneling Nest as well. So we are going to go into the same sort of game plan as last time. It's just going to be...
Not quite as fast as Spire that was last time, I think. So...
No.
But the, the meters didn't do immediate damage last time, so I think we'll see the sort of same thing, but maybe slightly more economical.
Of course, yeah. You know, we're going to see Yasha get way ahead in drones here, rather than being equal
I think so.
with Raza. Droning is going to be his main game. And unlike last time, he's actually delayed his Evo chambers. Maybe it was a mistake last time to get the double Evo, because he only ended up going for like the +1 melee latency and then delayed his carapace. He did eventually get his 1-1 and 2.
He did. Evos,
he did eventually.
They did contribute quite a lot to the fights later on. He had those upgrades fairly early.
Oh yeah.
To keep up with the Terran. Normally the Terran's slightly ahead on the upgrades.
Yeah, I mean upgrades in ZBT and TVC, they're incredibly important. Just the extra damage for the Marines. The Marines do so much damage with upgrades, with an upgrade advantage, and they do nothing with an upgrade deficit. I mean, I'm pretty much spelling the ABCs here of TVC, but like, it's an important point to make because there are no Evo chambers on the map. Let me double check before I say more. Yeah, there's no Evo chambers on the map.
This is normal if you go muta. I think you kind of want to prioritize the Bane speed, and the mutas themselves take quite a lot of gas, so the upgrades end up taking sort of a second priority.
Of course. I mean, Baneling speed, the mutas to snipe medevacs is going to be so key. Maybe even snipe a couple Hellbats because if protected, if healed up constantly, it's going to be really big. Oh, and being caught out in the middle of the map here is actually really nice for Figaro. He knows what's coming. This push is still miles away from a base. You know, he's got so much time to build up these Banelings. He's got 12 Banelings in production. He's got Baneling speed finish up right about 1-1. This is just looking really nice for Figaro here. I think he's just going to hold this with no issue, and I think Raza either is rotating here or potentially going home.
Well, having seen that there's no fourth on that side, I guess, it probably makes more sense to...
Just to come home, honestly. It's definitely the safer approach. Ooh, losing these mines is pretty big here.
Yeah.
Every mine loss is pretty big.
Yasha just so good at picking off these little units here and there.
Nice little bit of micro as well. Yeah. Trying to maybe drag it into the... Oh, hello, big counter-attack here. But I think Yasha's going to come out on top here. There's just going to be so many mutas that there's going to be very little that Raza can do. There's not enough Marines.
Good, but yeah. And then
I think that
only
just
the mutas
got
left, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think this is it? Honestly? this anticlimactic. It was just down to a couple Baneling shots, and just going to be a constant stream of lanes here. And I don't know if Rez is going to ever be able to recover from this. It's going to be so much momentum.
But there are 5 medevacs to kind of keep these Marines alive.
Yeah, but there's two Marines, 5 medevacs.
Yeah. No, I think. Oh no, but here we go. Big run by the third, doing a lot of damage.
I'm actually surprised he didn't take more damage from that. Only 3 SCVs. I clearly clearly I'm just not good enough. I'd lost everything. You know, that's the difference between me and Raza. But he's definitely recovering from that very clearly. And into Hydralist, Dan. Do you think Lingbane Hydra or Lurkers, do you think?
That's a good question. I mean, he's making more Mutas, so I would probably say Lurkers. Yeah. It doesn't seem to make much sense having both Mutas and Hydralists on the map at the same time.
Maybe not, no.
They do overlap and roll somewhat. But we are getting the Hydra upgrade, so, you know. Again, as I said, Figaro, several thousand MMR above me.
Literally, we're
what
talking.
Do I know?
It's blind leading the blind here, really, isn't it? We're looking at this like, yeah, it's cool. Starcraft's happening. Apparently, we're Masters players, but still don't know we're tops on our bottoms. But nice bit of Raz here. Catching him with no Banelings here, but I think he might end up losing these medevacs if Figaro pursues, but chooses
Figaro
not
backs
to.
Off, yep.
Yeah. Just remaining very...
Yeah, those Marines with an upgrade lead are very scary. Does Figaro have any upgrades yet?
We are still on 0-0, and it's
still on 0-0 and none going.
This is... Oh my goodness, that was a huge shot there. I think he lost a good... I think that might have been one... Oh my god, he's going to lose all his meters. Oh, and this mouse again. We want to see the action. Come on. Who sets up their mouse like this? What is the button doing there? Oh my god. This whole cast is just me hating on the mouse, honestly. I honestly hate the mouse. It is the bane of my existence. I should have rebound this button because my finger keeps clicking on it. But
and then the next caster will be, you know, complaining that the mouse button has been unbound.
Do you know who I blame? I blame Savage. Hashtag thanks Savage. Oh. Nice big surround here, leaving some Marines behind. That was a bit unnecessary, but you know, he's going to be trading so well. Any big frontal engagement is going to go so well for Raza, just unbelievably. Big cancel there.
Yeah, Raza's gaining more and more momentum this game, I think.
I think so. There's still no upgrades on the way. This is really confusing. And does he have evos now? He has his double evos,
yeah,
but
they're going now.
just started.
They've just started.
Like 11.5 minute 1-1. I'm surprised Raza's not going for his 3-3. Maybe he's seen he's got enough of a upgrade advantage that he doesn't need to. But honestly, I'm not sure what's in the mind of ill Raza today.
Yeah.
Another push in, and these drops are going to be so deadly with the 2-2 versus 0-0.
Yeah, oh god.
They're so deadly. Honestly, with no Banelings here, this is looking really good for Raza.
Slaughter, yeah.
Oh, that was such a good trade there by Raza.
Yeah, we do have this kind of Hydra Link Bane with Muta on position coming out for Figaro.
Which is going to be really good in like straight up fights, but in such an upgrade deficit, it's going to be really difficult to justify. Interesting. But I think we're going to see Raza pull up towards 4th base.
In fact, his Mutas are currently his most upgraded unit, I think. I think they've got +1.
They've got nothing. He's got no upgrades whatsoever. No upgrades whatsoever.
I see.
Honestly, he's got his Hydra upgrades. He's got his range, and he's about to get his movement speed in now. But with no like range upgrades for his Hydras, I don't really know what they're going to do. I'm liking this creep spread clearing here. Some good micro here by Raza, picking up, dropping in, just being everywhere really, throwing mines around everywhere, just being an absolute nuisance.
Yeah, you can tell he's got a lot more space to work with this game compared to the last game.
But Figaro making a big move across the map. Raza moving out to intercept, but there's not a whole lot of bio here. Honestly, I expected more bio to be joining up. The rest of it is slowly trickling in, but it just feels like such a small army. I don't even know why. Oh, huge amount of Banelings rolling in from each of these flanks here.
That's a really good surround here.
Oh my god, the upgrades aren't doing anything, man!
It's a brilliant trade for Figaro.
What am I seeing? What are these scenes?
Oh, wow.
Brilliant
A
engagement
really awkward
there.
place to be caught out on the map there.
Honestly, this is...
The rocks on the left blocking a retreat path that way, and Figaro covering the other 3 sides.
that mine shot. My goodness.
Hydra's forcing their way through. Thor is too slow to get away. He's dead.
Is this going to be a 2-0? Honestly, genuinely, I don't see how Raza comes back from this. I mean, I said it last time, but like, last time we were in a similar situation. But like, there's so many Hydras. It's got his 1-1, it's got his 2-2 on the way.
Half the production's just gone down.
Genuinely, and
the economy is...
It's an absolute shambles.
Yeah.
Just SPVs dying left, right,
and center.
I think Raza will keep on fighting. You know, he's a very stalwart. You know, he's going to keep pushing on. He's going to fight to the end, but...
Yeah, he'll try and secure his nat, at least. Might have to sacrifice the planetary fortress he's got on the other side.
I don't see how he comes back from this. He's got no medevac count.
I don't think so either.
He's got, like, 4 mines. He's got a tank.
Yeah.
It's not going to do a whole lot.
Just the upgrades that are keeping it going, and, you know, with this, being this outnumbered.
This might be an interesting engagement, though, but there is plenty of banelings there.
Plenty of banelings, yeah.
Oh, this is not going to go well for Raza.
Target fire there. Oh, big Widow Mine hit. Nice splits, nice splits.
Nice splits.
But that planetary fortress is just dying to the Hydras. And that's, you know, the bulk of the remaining economy of
there
Raza.
It goes.
Yeah, the main is completely mined out, the NAD is half mined out, and there's no third.
I mean, that is the main 2C just floated down.
Oh, no, it's floated down to the other side, so...
Yeah.
But still, there's no army. 26 army supply to 80 army supply.
I don't believe it. 2-0. 2-0, man. What is that all about?
GG, well played.
What?
2-0 to Figaro.
That was not what if you would have gone
Those were absolutely brilliant games from Figaro.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. But, you know, if you had done like an IEM, DreamHack sort of style predictions at the start, never in my wildest dreams would I ever gone for a Figaro 2-1 Figaro, maybe. But, like, honestly, Raza was such a favourite there. You know, he's constantly playing all the time. He's constantly qualifying for DreamHack Oceania, that sort of thing. True. Rest of Asia, representing Pakistan.
He's off to Home Story Cup.
Of course, yeah. But, you know...
Is that next week? I can't remember.
Week after next.
Week after next.
Yep. So he's got a week off, and then he's off to Home Story. He's off to Germany. He's off to Krefeld.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess with no practice in... he went to Indonesia for 6 weeks. Didn't play much there.
Was planning to go to Valencia, but
I was the replacement.
You were the
I
Raza.
was the replacement Raza. I went in instead because of course he lost his passport and his laptop, and just things haven't been going too well for him for the past.
Oh yeah, can he get to Home Story Cup?
Yeah, he's got an emergency replacement on the way, but yeah. That was just a bit of a disappointing series there out of Raza.
Yeah, a really great series from Figaro though.
Crazy, you know.
I'm very happy.
Of course you are, the third player. But me as a long-time Raza fan, you know, I've known the guy for years. You know, we lived in the same city for a while. We went out to dinner all the time. You know, he's convinced me to make big steps in my life, and you know, I got a lot to owe to Raz. You know. And it's disappointing to see him go down 0-2 like that. I'm hoping he brings it back tomorrow because that's all of his groups done. That's all of his matches in this group stage done. And, you know, I guess he saved the best to last, but he didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah.
He had a nap before. He's not been feeling well. He's been coughing. Yeah. It's really sad to see. I hope to see better out of him tomorrow. I hope he gets his second win tomorrow. But, of course, you want Figaro to take the whole thing.
Of course.
You want Figaro to...
I'm always rooting for the Zerg.
Oh, yeah, genuinely. I think this line's going to be quite...
And both these guys are, you know, ICL, so I have...
Oh, of course, that's how it is. And then the other top...
So given that, then it's the Zerg.
Of course. And also, you've got Zane in the top 3 as well.
Yeah.
That's who we're looking at, you know. It's Raza, Figaro, Zane.
The Seika brothers and Figaro.
And they're all Imperial...
exactly, yeah.
Oh, what's it called?
Imperial Starcraft Society, I believe,
Yeah, but what was it called when they used to go to a university? What's it called? Alumni. They're all Imperial alumni. It would have been so much more flowing if I remember the word. But genuinely, like, they're all, you know, near 6K players. They're all, and they're one Terran, one Zerg, one Protoss. Oh. We're going for everyone to root for, right? Yeah. So if you don't know...
They were the Nation Wars team for us as well a few years ago, I think.
Oh my god, yeah. Or was it Risky?
Maybe?
Was it Risky that joined them as well?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's risky,
Yeah,
and then those three.
because there's no beef there. But you know, if you're just joining us for Epic LAN here, this is your first ever Epic LAN, and you have no idea who these guys are. If you Zerg, you're rooting for Figaro, who we just watched 2-0 Raza, who's the Terran that you need to be rooting for, and then there's also Zane, Raza's brother. Like it's
Yeah,
it's a
I
very
think
close knit community.
absolutely, like
Very close knit.
yeah, and any of those three could take the top spot, I think.
I think so, yeah. Depends how it goes because, you know, we're out of the best of threes now. You know, we're going to come back tomorrow and it's going to be best of fives. Is the best of three low bracket? I'm
I don't
assuming it's
know.
the best of three low bracket.
I don't know. Wasn't
have to read.
intending to be
Well,
a lower bracket, so.
Yeah, just bring on Code A, man. Bring on Code A. The lower tournament because the top four of each group, there's two groups of
Exactly,
8,
yep.
move on to Code S, which is the money bracket. You know, there's going to be 8 players there, double elimination bracket, and is it top 4 makes money? Yeah, top 4
Yeah,
makes
I
money.
think so. Yep, top 4.
I can't remember what the top prize pool is, but it's up to 100. It's up to $1,000 in the prize pool.
Yeah,
Not a huge
something
amount of
like
money,
that,
but
yeah, $1 grand, $1.5 grand.
yeah,
Somewhere around there, yep.
literally, you know, it's close to just signing up for DreamHack sort of money. You know, that's what it was. I'm still salty about that. I went there to replace Raza, and if I'd known, I would have just signed up. I would have brought my keyboard, I would have brought my mouse, and that's all I needed because they supply PC. Free ticket.
Yeah.
Would save me €30.
Yeah.
Anyway. That series though, it's over.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we can go to playing our series.
Yeah,
we
so that's it for us because we need to play our game.
Yeah, and we
We're
can't
in the
play
same
right
group,
here.
but we have to play.
We were like, nobody wanted to cast this series, and like, this is the best series of the day. But we delayed our own series
Yeah.
to do it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But unfortunately, we've got no one to hand it over to. I don't know where the lovely admin caster Bullard is.
Yeah, well, I guess we can put it on, be right back, turn the music on.
That's such an Epic Land thing. Be right back 3 hours later. You know. But yeah, I guess
I'm
we'll
not sure
have
what the schedule is, so I'm afraid I can't say when the next game will be.
to-
but,
No, it's quite unfortunate. But anyway, from us, from
Yep.
me, Volticus, from Hugo,
here you go.
we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Hopefully tomorrow, maybe later today. Who knows?
He'll know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to press the button.